almost never featured on network television. She and her sitcom character came out of the closet straight into controversy and eventually cancellation. After that, the phone didn't ring much for Ellen, until this year when she made a splashy comeback as the voice of Dory in the year's biggest movie, Finding Nemo. Well, starting tomorrow, Ellen DeGeneres is hoping to find even more success when she unveils her new talk show. Here she is talking with Katie Couric.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain.
She was born in 1958 as this song echoed across the bayous of her native Louisiana.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Let's see where we go, where I take you.
45 years later, Ellen DeGeneres is still moving as fast as its beat.
We actually have to show the guests how you get on stage.
In the final frantic days before her big day, she took us on a madcap behind-the-scenes tour of her new digs on the NBC lot in Burbank.
Okay, now you try to find me.
She even played hide-and-seek with our crew. And showed us another place she once ran for cover.
We'll go this way, the wardrobe room. We'll go to my closet.
All right.
Yeah. Where I once was. Girls, there was a thread on my suit. Don't ever let that happen again.
She's just kidding, of course, but if Ellen DeGeneres seems a little uptight, she has good reason.
Am I coming out here?
30 seconds.
A lot is riding on what happens tomorrow.
Applause, ladies and gentlemen.
After a very trying phase in her life, she's trying a new gig as a talk show host.
It's called The Ellen DeGeneres Show. It's the last way I have to pronounce my name because we had Ellen, we had The Ellen Show, and now we have The Ellen DeGeneres Show, and then I'm out of ways to say my name.
So this is it?
This is it, my last chance.
That may be overstating things a bit.
You took a chance.
Yet after 25 years of stand-up, sitcoms, movies, and then controversy, a daytime talk show is a big change and a big risk.
Why did you want to do this? Of course, as you know, the landscape is littered with people who tried to do this and failed. What was it about this format that appealed to you?
I love talking to people. That's why I'm a comedian. I'm fascinated by people. Who do I like for governor? Angeline so far. It's an hour, and there will be no desk and no chairs. We're just going to stand. Just two people standing, talking like at a cocktail party almost.
Or like at the bus stop?
Or at a bus stop. Teach me some tricks and tell me the names of them.
Is there somebody that you'd really love to sit down and talk with?
Either Siegfried or Roy, either of them. Not together.
Really?
No. Oh, they're a handful together. But probably Siegfried, just so I could say it over and over again. So Siegfried.
I am Siegfried.
How do those pants fit? They seem tight. That would be my first question.
Actually, the first guest will be Jennifer Aniston. And as always, her mom, Betty, will be in the audience.
We're very, very excited. I feel like it's her niche. You know, she's so spontaneously funny.
The patella.
Body part.
Yes.
We got a sneak peek at the star in action during a rehearsal.
The pelvis is a viper.
I didn't say pelvis.
Oh.
How was she? You're reading the prompter. That's not right.
It's not a sitcom, obviously, where you kind of get control and know your lines. I mean, are you nervous at all about it? Because there's a level of spontaneity, which I think is very exciting on one hand, but can also be kind of intimidating if you're not used to it.
Not for me. I mean, to me, that's what I love doing. That's why I think that this will be better than anything else.
All right, I'm a gracious loser.
So far, this has been a good year for Ellen DeGeneres.
Come on.
Out on the Santa Monica Pier, the ocean's a reminder of a recent part in a smash movie. She was the voice of Dory, the forgetful fish, in Finding Nemo.
I suffer from short-term memory loss. It runs in my family. Well, I mean, at least I think it does.
She had fun testing the waters and even got a chance to travel up the food chain.
Do a little humpback.
Really?
Yeah.
You are mighty nice. Ooh. It was that.
You're getting very red.
I'm sure I am.
These last few years, Ellen DeGeneres' life has hit a lot of bumps. And they weren't much fun at all.
I worked for 20 years to get to where I was, and suddenly, just by revealing that one thing that I was scared to reveal, everything was wiped out, and for 3 years, really, nothing was going on. I'm so afraid to tell people. I mean, Susan, I'm gay.
Since the breakthrough coming out episode of her hit show Ellen in 1997 and her highly publicized relationship with Anne Heche, her career came to a screeching halt.
I read a quote, which I thought was actually quite poignant, where you said, you know, all your life you spend trying to keep this secret because you're afraid people won't like you when you reveal the secret.
Right.
And you said, sure enough, that happened.
Yeah. It's your biggest fear. But there was no handbook. I didn't know how to act. I didn't know how to do it. I think I ran away from Hollywood for a little while. I got scared. I got hurt. I got angry. I went through all the different things because I did feel rejected. I felt like people didn't like me anymore.
That's all changing. In many ways, she feels her career has come full circle. Her return to her roots in stand-up comedy with a special on HBO this summer got raves.
The car window, this became too much. I don't want to churn butter. I just want fresh air.
And in what she hopes is a sign of good luck for her new show, she had her biggest break 17 years ago on this very lot.
Would you welcome Ellen DeGeneres? Ellen?
In 1986, she made her first appearance on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. She did a bit called Phone Call to God.
You got a little cold, God bless you. Or bless yourself. Bless yourself.
What the audience didn't know was that her routine was based on a personal tragedy and a real-life conversation with God.
My girlfriend had just been killed in a car accident, and I just didn't understand life. So I thought, what if we could just pick up the phone and call up God and ask these questions that we don't understand, what that conversation would be like.
Starting tomorrow, she's going to be conducting different types of conversations.
Please welcome Dalton Grant.
But no matter how the show works out, she says she now has a healthy perspective.
I think sometimes we're fooled to think that life is always happy and there's something wrong when it's not. It's like it's happy and it's sad and it's hard and it's great and it's all those things. And right now, it's really great.
That's all for this edition of Dateline.